but that's a 4-hour time frame. We have that long term. I trade the 1 minute. So I don't have enough information here. Now what I would be waiting for is now that we have this gold line, so those lines that I drew on the bigger scale, now they're here on my 1 minute.
Yeah.
So, so now, since we're in this middle ground, I'd be waiting for it to kind of hit this line, and once it hits this line, then I watch and see what it does to see if, okay, are we reversing? Is there more volume coming in? Is it coming down still? Or are we getting a really good rejection and I can play this upwards? So, there is going to be, you can set an alert, boom, and that'll go off when this thing decides to hit you. Okay? So, I put it just above the line. Okay, we're going to go take a look at gold, try to figure out the same thing. So, gold looks like it wants to fall off the fucking mountain soon.
Yeah.
We have...
It's in a downward trend right now.
It's in a downward trend, and we're hitting right here.
Yeah.
And still on this downward trend, let's get that line just to...
I mean, it already went past your first golden line, so...
Right. Yeah, that's a major trend from a long time ago. So we broke through. This is these 2 peaks, and you see we had a really nice channel here.
Yeah.
And then we broke. So I have another major golden one right there. Well, let's do the same thing. So let's get an idea of where that volume area is. Now there's more to this, and we'll get into that, but I just want to get a really good idea of, so this looks like, as you can see, we have this area right here. This is probably volume area low.
Yeah.
Probably volume area low, or, yeah, this is probably volume area low. So, we'll mark that off, and this is probably volume area high. I guarantee you. So, point of control is going to be right where this thing broke off. Probably right here. So now let's check that with this. I'm just going to take this area, see what happens. And we need a bigger area. We need to go to a bigger timeline. Because I need this down here. I need this down here. Okay? So, I was a little definitely off on that. We have volume area high. Here's the volume area low. And this is from, let's grab it from this peak here. See what that looks like. Yeah. So, this is our volume area. Boom, boom. So we're grabbing it from the bottom of this peak now. So when we did all this uptrend, I want the last kind of uptrend. Okay, so boom, there's your volume. We're below that, but it's rejecting. You can see we're kind of rejecting right here.
Yeah.
We're below it, but it hasn't fully confirmed. I would say that this is going to keep coming down. This is going to keep coming down. Let's see if there is...
There's not really any signs showing that it's going to break out of a downward trend.
Well, you're going to have most of the orders, like once there's nothing else for it to grab, it's going to bounce up, right? So because now all the money's up here. So now it's going to go to where all the money is. So
where's the last point where it can grab before it starts to go back up?
I mean, it could go all the way the fuck down. I mean, we can, technically speaking, it could come, but there's so much volume down here.
Yeah.
Like if you take this on a larger scale, excuse me. If you take this on a larger scale, we might have to go to GC1 for this. GC1, so let's use this fixed range. Let's use this anchor volume, right? Now let's just grab the whole fucking, anchor volume. And let's just grab the whole fucking area. Look at all the volume down here.
Yeah.
Right? This is massive, massive, massive volume. And then look, right where this purple line is, this is the next big, right where I drew those lines, the next big candles that it has to break through, right?
Yeah.
So it's not showing on that fixed range just because of the small area, but if you take these larger sections here, you can see there is quadrillion dollars down here, you know,
Yeah.
and there's trillions of dollars down here, trillions and trillions of dollars in gold. So, you know, you grab this area, and now look where the volume is. The volume's not even up here. The volume's down here.
Yeah.
You know, when you're doing it on a bigger time scale, on the day scale. So, so that's where I would assume. I would assume that if it's going to keep going down, this is where it'll die off at. Right? Just this is all the buy power right here. It's right where I drew my fucking purple line.
Yeah.
Kind of adds up. Now look, I don't know how this changed because I went to the 4 hour, but remember where I drew that red line originally?
Yeah.
That line was right there.
Yeah.
I drew that one right there. Now look where this is.
All the way down the bottom.
Right where I drew that purple line. I don't know what was happening a second ago where I was drawing it, but so yeah. So now you have an understanding of like these resistance support levels. Now we use other things like VWAP to show us like session movement, things like that. You can see that generally speaking, like during a session, Asia starts off pretty fucking slow.
Yeah.
Asia starts off pretty fucking slow, and so this would be Asia, right? And then London kind of comes in right around here, starts making moves. Asia will make some moves sometimes, and then generally what will happen is New York will come in and just fuck everybody, you know?
Yeah.
So everybody's up here kind of just in consolidation nation, and then New York just comes in and just grabs everybody, because that's when now you have the two biggest markets in the world, London and New York, battling each other.
Yeah.
At 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning.
So it's almost like a good play to be awake at 5 o'clock in the morning, waiting for London to hit and play the downward trend.
Well, London hits at 12 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
our time, and then I'm not an early bird person.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll be up at that time, but there's plenty of money to be made in even just these little areas here. So, I mean, you can see if I want to put a trade in right now, so let's get rid of this, noise, reset chart. If I want to put a trade in right now,
You trade on TradingView?
Yeah, I prefer it. So let's say, okay, look, it looks like a buy, and let's say I want to buy it up to here. That's one contract, bro. One contract. All it's moved, and that's only it's moving. So let's play it to the right here. One contract from here to here is $3,400. Now I'll trade 2, sometimes 3 contracts, and it's, you know, so like right now. So let's go short. Right, we'll short it. Let's say I think it's gonna hit here, and then I just want to play it just right back to this resistance level.
Yeah.
Fucking like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's I mean, and that's also.
Well, that's $12,000 right there.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of drastic because I mean it's $20 worth of movement, but the price is moving pretty heavily right now. So these candles are a lot bigger than they may seem, but you can see also the price per tick generally.
So buying is playing the uptrend and selling is playing the downtrend?
Yeah, longing and shorting otherwise. And see, so here's the tick value. So tick value on a single contract is $10 a tick.
Yeah.
And a tick is 0.1.
Mm-hmm.
So every 0.10 is $100.
Yeah.
Right? And so this thing's moving, these candles are moving fairly rapidly right now. Because there'll be times where it's just like the price just isn't fucking moving, and it's like from here to here, it almost seems like the same scale, but it's not. But like you're looking at something like this, and it's like from here to here, and it's only like a few $100,
Yeah.
right? But these candles are way bigger, but it looks like the same because the sizing of the chart just adjusts towards the sizing of the candles.
Yeah.
So, these candles look small right now, but they're not. They're not fucking small. There's a lot of volume.
They're big.
Yeah. So now what do we do? So now we have our understanding of those areas that we talked about, right? So we know that there's a point of control right here. We see that it didn't break the low here. Didn't break the low. So that would tell me that this is probably going to continue coming back up to hit maybe this trend line here. If I grab this area, and we can do this over and over and over again to find these areas, here's the volume area low. It's probably going to smack that, or it's going to bounce through it. And if it bounces through it, here's what I think is going to happen. I think what will happen is we'll hit this, right? We'll hit this, it'll come up, we'll hit this, and if it doesn't break this low again, it'll create that W that we were discussing, come up to this point of control here, right, and this volume area high. If it breaks the low, then it'll come up, it'll fake us right here, probably bounce off right here again, and then continue downwards, or just continue downwards from breaking the low.
Yeah.
So
you have like 10 or 15 seconds to see if it's going to go down or up.
You'll start seeing it.
Yeah.
You'll start seeing it. And then you do your risk to reward. So it's like, okay, if I start seeing a formation, and you'll start seeing a formation that looks like it's going to break down, then I set my risk to reward. So my risk to reward, okay, here's here. Let's say I'm planning on it coming up here, right? We had that level somewhere around here. I can put my stop loss just behind the high here, right? That's a pretty high risk ratio. So I'll do is keep it on single contract, and I can also do micros. If it's maybe too rich for my blood, I can go into micros, and I can scale it down. A micro is 1/10 of a mini. So I can come and do half of a mini, right? And let's say from here, I just want to, boom, from here, from this top, and I think it's going to come down, right? So now, where do I think it's going to come down to? We're going to discuss the lines aren't going to be here, but I'd like to play it right to the top of this area, right to the top to where this resistance is happening. So this is the other thing too. We're going to get a bounce off of this area too. So if it breaks here, I'm going to get an immediate bounce off of here. So maybe I don't want the trade, because I don't have all the room that I would like to do it. But based off of this, my risk to reward is basically a 1 to 3. So that's pretty good. I'm risking losing $100 to make $300.
Yeah.
And I can do that and be wrong twice and still be in the money.
Yeah.
Right? But we don't want to be wrong twice.
Yeah.
We want what I had last week, which was 100% win ratio.
Yeah.
So we want a 70% win ratio.
Yeah.
I want to be right twice for every time that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And still have a 1 to 3.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're getting solid rejection here. I still don't have all the information, so now I'm watching. What I think is going to happen, because it didn't break, what I think is going to happen is the candle is forming, it's trying to push lower. If it doesn't, if this flatlines, we're going to come up and make that W. If this continues pushing, it's going to keep coming all the way down.
So if it moves past that last green wick that you see there, it's going to keep going down.
Yeah, and I'll see it too. Sometimes what will happen is it'll look like this. It'll come up, it'll bounce just below it, it'll make another little hump just like this, and then go boom.
Yeah.
And it'll break right at that resistance. Right there. But we also have, look what you see, we have an M top here.
Yeah.
So
a little mini M top.
A little mini M top. And so what happened on the last one? Little M top. Right?
Yeah,
and look at, and we did the same thing, and look, there's that hump.
And
And then
it went back down, yeah.